I've been looking at Facebook Marketplace for some new weekend toys of the four-wheel variety. I already have two wheels, you know, I have a motorcycle, I have a couple of dirt bikes, so that's not really what I'm looking for now, although another one can't hurt. But anyway, I found a 1999 Porsche Boxster, about 185k miles, around that area, and I checked it out. Drove pretty decent. You know, I heard some little ticking noises under the hood there, and the gear shifting. It was a manual transmission. I love manuals. That's the only type of vehicles I'll drive. Gears shifted smooth. Clutch was smooth. But the ticking noise was what was getting to me, so I asked the guy about it. The guy said, well, you know, it's an old car. I don't think he knew much about it, and I mean, I'm not a mechanic myself, so I mean, I know what to look for the basics, but it really made me feel uncomfortable. So I asked the guy, hey, is the title clean? And he said, well, I'm going to be honest, it's a rebuilt title. Oh dear. So that immediately basically made me pass on that vehicle. He wanted 11.5k for it, and you know, it's considered high mileage, so I'm not going to pay 11.5k for that. Now I was able to actually negotiate it down to about 6k, but again, all those issues, I would have basically had to pay that amount, if not way more, just on maintenance alone, and repairs and replacements, what have you. And I didn't want to go through it, so I told him, well, hey, thanks for taking the time to show this to me. Beautiful car, but it's just not something I want to invest time and money into, because I was actually looking for a car, a toy that I could just instantly drive off and mess with on the weekends. And this would have had me wrenching on the weekends. So I'm not interested in that. So we parted ways. That was that. So the search is back on for a toy, weekend toy. So I'm looking for sports convertibles and a manual transmission that I could just mess with. So I found two of them. Now online on Facebook Marketplace, I'm going to pull it up. I actually found a 2010 Mazda MX-5 Grand Touring. I believe it's a 5-speed, or maybe 6-speed. I don't know what Mazda did after 1999, but my old Miata was a 1995, and that thing was a 5-speed. So, you know, that was that. Head gasket blew on that. Long story short, I didn't want to put more money into it than I already did. I put a lot of money into that thing, and it was time to part ways, and I was just completely devastated and heartbroken when it came time to let it go. So ever since then, I've always wanted a sports convertible vehicle, and I found two, a 2010 Mazda MX-5 Grand Touring, and then a 2004 MR2 Spyder from Toyota. And that, again, that one is a manual transmission as well. So, I mean, manual is really the only way to drive, in my opinion. I love manual. I'll never drive an auto unless I have no real choice. This is a manual. I'm cruising in sixth gear right now. That's why I'm not shifting gears. But yeah, hey, here. For the guys that wanted it, right? Downshifted to 5th. I'm not going to be passing anybody because this thing does not have horsepower to save its life. Back in the 6th gear, there you go. But yeah, that being said, these two toys I'm going to check out. One of them I'm going to check out tomorrow, and it's the 2010 MX-5 Miata. So let's see, I think. Oh, you can't be on your phone and drive a manual. Hold my beer. I try not to because it's really annoying. So this one, it's going for $9,850, the 2010 Miata. It's got 137k miles, manual transmission. It's got a black interior and a silver exterior. So yeah, it looks pretty clean, looks pretty good, clean title. The guy says it runs and drives great. So I'm gonna check it out tomorrow and see what it's all about. And then the Toyota MR2 Spyder is a 2004 convertible as well. That one's got 135k miles also, so they're about the same as far as mileage. Black interior, black exterior, so it's all black. I'll pull up the specs later on in the video. But yeah, those are the two cars I'm looking at. And I'm just gonna be flat out straight. Both of them, like, these aren't power machines, so don't expect power from any of them. But that's not why I'm getting them. I can easily get a Dodge Challenger if I want, or a Viper, or whatever. But that's not what I want. I want small, compact, you know, like go-kart feeling. And the Miata is the closest thing you can get to that. That MR2 Spyder, though, I'm interested in getting that because I've never had a MR2. And I guess it was inspired by the Miata when the Miata came out, you know, to compete with it. So I'm going to check that out probably sometime this week as well. I know the guy had it listed for about a week now. Actually, both cars have been listed for about a week now. So I'm pretty confident that they're either not in a hurry to sell or people just aren't checking them out, you know, or people are just passing them on. So two good prices. I named the price for the Miata, but I didn't name the price for the MR2 Spyder. So the MR2 Spyder is going for $7,300. That's the asking price. And then you got the Miata going for $9,850. So they're not too far off as far as price goes for each other, in my opinion. So my budget is basically 10K and lower, because these aren't going to be daily drivers. These aren't going to be, you know, like my workhorse. These are just literally toys. You know, I'm still going to do maintenance on them and care for them, but, you know, not to the extent like my Toyota Tacoma. Yeah, because I actually use this for work as well. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. And I'll make videos for those too, so keep on the lookout for those. I'm not gonna commit myself to a time frame on when those videos will be out, but they will be out. And probably a lot sooner than what I'm thinking. So yeah, well, anyway guys, thanks for checking this video out, and looking forward to sharing what I end up getting.